Thank you. Breaking news this morning. Time is of the essence in the search for the missing Titanic submersible in the Atlantic Ocean. The search now entering day 5. The oxygen supply aboard the sub likely running out this morning.
The mission, of course, is to rescue the 5 people on board and reaching another level of intensity right now. We want to go to CNN's Gloria Pazmino. She joins us live from St. John's in Canada, the headquarters of the search. All of this unraveling right now. Gloria, good morning to you. We want to start with this 96-hour oxygen timeline. That hour is up now. How precise are we talking about?
Well, good morning, Angela Clay. You know, we are really just entering a critical point in this search. The window of time is starting to close. We've known since the vessel went missing on Sunday that they have a limited amount of oxygen available on the vessel. What we don't know is whether or not they have been using it or how much of it they have used. And we are entering now a period of time where every hour, every minute is really going to make a significant difference. Over the next few hours, we expect to see an increase in the efforts here overnight. More resources have arrived here in the area. We are in St. John's, Newfoundland, as you mentioned. This is the staging area where a lot of the rescue resources have been arriving to. Last night, a ship from France arrived here in the harbor. That ship carrying a robot that is capable of diving all the way to the depths of where the Titanic wreck is. That is 2 miles below sea level, an incredible depth. And that is a level where a rescue has never been attempted before. So we expect to see resources increase throughout the next several hours. The ships are out there trying to determine sonar sounds that have been picked up, and the next few hours will be critical.
And Gloria, we want to just quickly ask you, we know this is still a search and rescue effort right now. At what point does this become a recovery effort?
Well, look, the Coast Guard here in Canada and the U.S. Coast Guard, they're both working together. They both have said they have to remain hopeful. This is a search and rescue operation as long as it can possibly be. But they are aware of the circumstances. They know that they are on borrowed time here and that with every passing hour, they are losing an opportunity and the chances of rescuing people alive. The clock is ticking, and everyone who is involved in these efforts knows that. But those who are watching, including the friends of people who are aboard the vessel, are hopeful that they will be able to be found alive.
One final question
Angela?
for you. We have viewers asking many questions, right? I mean, there were security things in place that was supposed to have that sub come up after 24 hours. One viewer, Janet, was asking, why wasn't there any type of GPS on board that could help locate the sub?
Look, there are a lot of questions that we have been asking both authorities here as well as the companies that are involved with the vessel and these boats that are out there trying to help. We don't know exactly what went wrong between when the vessel was launched and when the last communication was. We only know that there was about an hour and 45 minutes where they were talking to each other, everything was going as planned, and then silence. So that will be part of what has to be figured out here. Exactly what happened, and is that vessel equipped with what's needed in order for them to be found?
Gloria Pazmino live from St. John's, Canada. Gloria, thank you for your time this morning.
We do want to recap some of the timeline of these events for those of you who've been following this closely. Again, that sub went down toward the Titanic on Sunday. Then 2 hours later, communication was lost. News of the missing sub came out mid-Monday morning. And then banging noises were detected by sonar on Tuesday and Wednesday, but the U.S. Coast Guard has not identified that source. Again, that 96-hour of life support started on Sunday. It is running out this morning, making this a very key target time for any hope of a rescue. Of course, we are following this mission closely. You can look for all our coverage. More coming up on CBS Mornings at 7 a.m. You can also get our free 10 TV app to get those updates throughout the day.